So in my art, I look at the history of 3-2 Battalion, which my father was part of. I try and dismantle ideas that are around it. I look at memory, I look at shared history, shared memory, collective amnesia, and forgetfulness, collective forgetfulness. I try and reshape things through art, and that's, in a nutshell, what I try and do. So Pim Pam Pum is actually a sort of like kids' rhyme that we used as children, especially in pamphlet, and it's like you would choose who would be the person to count in hide and seek or in touch or tag, as the Americans call it. And it's actually a song we would sing, so it's Pim Pam Pum, cada bala mataun, lá em cima do pilão tem copo de veneno, quem bebeu morreu, anabu, anabu, o teu pai é jogador, quantos golos que ele já meteu. And o que foi livre é tu. So it's like, it speaks of poisoning, it speaks of bullets, it speaks of death as well, and luck. So anabu is like luck, and o que foi livre é tu. So you kind of get to escape. So that it ties to childhood, but also I didn't know at the time when I was singing until I really started looking at it and investigating it and realizing how violent, not violent, but it's loaded. It's a very loaded song. And I'm looking at it, replaying with it again and what it could mean. So where I grew up, Pomfret, which was a military town, 200 kilometers from Freiburg, when you get there, it says welcome to Pomfret. It had like almost fortressy-like gates. So where the guard on duty, there was like a little room, and it had like stone wall facing, and you would have to declare why you are there. What are you doing there? So, and when you come out, you have to come out at the exact time you said you were going to come out. So I look at who gets access, the ideas of borders, and then I also look at towns in South Africa in general, and how they were structured, especially since they still have apartheid architecture around it. Who gained access, who could come out if they had gained access. And it's also like actually access to what? So these fences, we as Black people tried to renegotiate them and reinvestigate them and repurpose them and actually break through them physically and also metaphorically. It definitely does. My art not only speaks to South Africa, well, I hope it speaks to South Africans, but it definitely speaks to Angolans. I look at the history that I come from, that it was at the time, so my work really stems from the civil war in Angola, and Namibia was going through its own struggle for independence against South Africa, actually, and there was a South African apartheid government. So it was like a melting pot. Angola was a melting pot for a lot of things. You'd mentioned like things like the Cold War, Russia, Cuba, and for me, Angola is a starting point. As much as I was born here and it's my life here, but the work I would like to think speaks to the current situations in Angola as well, and in South Africa. And hopefully it will inform people for a better life and better decisions in the future.